Martial Arts the card game is a deck building game in its core. But within the game itself, there's a lot of pre-constructed decks which you can mix and match to form your own form of martial arts style. Now, within these decks, you have different types of cards. There's your attack cards, which you can see by the different values here. There's an attack value, a defense value, a linker value, and your combo points. You have your defense cards. You have your strategy cards, which you'll use adrenaline points to activate, and you'll have event cards, which affect both players. If you play as anything goes mode, then you're allowed to use weapons as well as illegal moves. Now that you kind of get an idea of what kind of cards are in the game, let's go check it out and see what the game's about. All right, we're about to begin. We have our two fighters here. I'll be kind of referring you guys through this. You are using the King of the Ring deck, which is about boxing, and you are using Enter the Phoenix, which has a mix of Wing Chun, Kung Fu, as well as Jeet Kune Do. Now you have dice over here that represents your health. Your health starts at 15, and this black die will represent your adrenaline points. We're going to put it at 20 just to make it 0, and after that we'll go 1 and accrue from there. So first off, each of you guys grab 7 cards from your deck. Alright, so why don't you begin? Because you won the coin toss, obviously.
All right. Start things out with a bolo punch.
Okay, so as an attacker, you'll be continuing to attack on the offensive side, and you'll be continuing to defend until you are completely done with your attacks. So you're going to get hit with 5 unless you do something.
I'm gonna defend with a shoulder palm.
Okay, so you have an ability here. So first off, you have a defense of 2. You're attacking with 5. So normally you would block 2 and take 3. Let's see what your ability says. If your opponent attacks with a punch move, discard a punch move from your hand to prevent up to 5 damage instead. Do you have a punch move?
Let me check here.
And you'll note by the titles actually saying punch. Like, for example, yours says Bolo Punch, so obviously.
I do have a punch move.
Do you want to use it?
I will.
Okay, since you're discarding this punch move that says Crouching Punch, you're now using this ability to prevent up to 5 damage, which is exactly that. Now, right now we're kind of at a crossroads here because normally you are able to try to combo, and by comboing, as long as your next card's attack, the combo point is equal or greater than the link point of the previous attack, then you can combo and get adrenaline points. But because you blocked the entirety of this attack, you actually have first dibs, and you can counterattack if you want, using the same principle.
I will skip the counterattack.
Okay, so he's going to skip the counterattack, so this resolves, right? This goes to your discard pile, and you can play another move, because it's still your offense.
All right, I'm going to hit you for an uppercut.
For 5 damage.
Oof.
Now, his ability says if it's successful means if you don't block any of it, you lose all your adrenaline points. But you don't have any at the moment.
Okay, I am going to do a backstep.
So he defends for 3, so you take 2. And do you want to combo?
I will. I will combo into a straight punch.
All right. Now, even if you didn't successfully block his attack, you could have comboed as long as he didn't. I mean, you could have counterattacked as long as he didn't combo. But all right, so this goes resolve. So you gain 1 adrenaline point. So I'm gonna give that to you right there, which that could be spent on strategy cards. All right, so he's gonna attack you for 3. There's no abilities on here.
Okay, I am not going to block.
Okay. Now, if your hand has a bunch of attack cards, some attack cards, or actually most attack cards, have an ability to be used as a defense, but they're very weak in defense. So, okay, so he's hitting you for 3 and you're not blocking.
That's right.
Okay. So take 3 damage. You're down to 10. And are you going to combo?
I will. I'll combo into a cross punch.
Okay, so you know the combo point is equal or greater than the linker of the previous, so you gain 1 more adrenaline point. And he's going to attack you for 4. Really hope you got some good stuff. Now, of course, it might be a strategy that you're taking hits because you're going to unleash a world of pain onto this guy right here. So, I mean, could be your strategy.
That's the strategy for right now.
Okay.
So I am going to take that again.
You're going to take 4. All right. Now, are you going to keep attacking? You're going to end?
No, I'm done.
You're done. Okay. So now it's your turn as the offensive. You're the defensive. So whenever you're the offensive, you draw 3, and the defensive will always draw 2. If you have more than 7 cards in your hand, you discard down to 7. 7 is your max hand size. Now, if you're completely you don't like your hand at all, and you think that you need a new hand, no matter how many cards you have, you can choose to refocus. So by refocusing, you discard your whole hand, you draw up to 7, but you can't play any cards that turn. So you basically skip your whole phase.
Okay.
All right, what you got?
I'm going to open this up with a crouching punch.
Crouching punch. Now his ability, the attack is 3 attack, but if you discard the top card from your deck, you can make that into 4 attack instead of 3.
There we go.
All right.
All right, well, I'm going to spend 2 to bob and weave.
Okay, so Bob and Weave stays in play. He spent his totality of his adrenaline points to play this. So while this is in play, on your attack turn, every time you attack, he can just discard discard a card to prevent all damage from your 1 attack. Now, a strategy for you might be maybe you want him to get rid of all his cards, maybe not, because he can only draw up to 3 on his next attack.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to you what you want to do, or you could stop and save your cards in your hand.
But that event will always be in play?
No, after this turn ends, then this goes away.
Okay. I will wait.
Alright, so you're done?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now it is your defense, your attack, so you draw 2, you draw 3.
All right, I'm going to open up with an uppercut.
5 attack.
Okay. I am going to block that.
Nice. So you have a special ability for your deck. It's called trapping. You could actually stack 2 trapping cards on, or multiple trapping cards on top of each other to add their defense together. So your 5 attack is completely absorbed by his. But with trapping, you still get to use your abilities. So your abilities, you could discard the top card from your deck to shuffle the top attack card from your discard pile into there, if you wanted to do that. Mm-hmm. And then the second part is, if you block an attack, you discard 1 defense card from your hand to shuffle 2 attack cards from your discard pile into there. So basically, you could get 3 attack cards from your discard pile, shuffle it in there to kind of stack your deck. If you wanted to, if you had them.
I'm not going to do that just yet.
Okay? So basically now, he could counterattack because he defended completely your attack.
Okay. I am going to counterattack with a forward hook punch.
Okay, so you could discard the top card from your deck to add 1 to it. If this move is a counterattack or part of a combo, then you add another 1. So now it's actually 5 damage.
I'm going to sidestep that.
Okay, so you just reduce it by... so you
So I
take
would
3.
take 3, yeah.
You take 3. Alright, so this goes here. Now, your sidestep is still kind of resolving because you could counterattack, but if he combos, then you cannot because you didn't absorb all of the damage.
Okay.
So you would say, so that's okay. You would say, I want to counterattack.
I want to counterattack.
I am going to continue to combo.
So then he lets you know. So you're resolved. Now you have to have a combo point of 1 or more.
Okay, so
You could play that.
or
That. You could play. I would play this one because
Okay.
your next one would be this.
right. Okay. There we go.
All right. So what he does is his combo point is of course greater than that, so he's going to attack you for 3.
Block that with the low guard.
So you take
Taking
1.
1.
All right. So do you want to continue a combo?
I will.
All right. Spinning hook kick. Now, if this is successful, if you can't block it, then he adds 2 to it, so it becomes a 5. So it's going to be in your best interest to block.
Which I will with a high guard.
Haha, nice. Now, your high guard defends well against high moves, and you'll know how, if it's a high move because it'll say in the title. Like this one says high guard, right? So you defended 2, so you take 1. Now, do you have anything else you want to combo with, or if not, and he wants to counterattack, you could.
I will.
Well, first, do you want to counterattack?
I do.
Okay.
Do you want to let him? Or-
Yes.
All right. So you're not going to combo, so he has a chance to counter.
So I'm going to hit you with a cross punch.
Right. So for 4, and you automatically gain that adrenaline point for that. You actually gain because you comboed how many times? 2, right?
I think a little more than that.
Well, you block.
Mhm.
No, so you attack 1. So basically, what had happened is you played that one. So this is your next move. So that's 1 combo point. You played this, so you get 1 more. So you get a total of 2.
Okay, so it doesn't include with the defense.
Right, because you didn't counterattack, right?
I did.
Oh, you did. So okay, because you played that counterattack, then you get that extra 1. So you have 3.
Okay, and do you gain an adrenaline point for comboing with a trap card or no?
Only if it's a counterattack. You can't gain combo points from trapping and trapping. Like
Okay.
that. So you gain 3. All right. All right. So are you going to defend against his 4 attack?
Yes, with a backstep.
Okay. So you take 1. Okay. So now you have a choice. Do you want to counter?
No.
Okay. And
I would like to
combo.
toss in a straight punch for the combo.
So you gain another adrenaline, and he's doing 3 damage to you, possibly.
Yes, that is.
Oh, he is gonna do 3 damage. Okay.
There's a 5.
Oh, there you go.
There's a
There we
5
go.
somewhere.
All right. So your health is 5 and 10. Okay. All right. So are you going to play any more attacks?
Nope.
All right. So now it's your attack turn. You draw 3. You draw 2.
Or actually, no, I draw 2, you draw 3, because I countered.
Oh, well, no. He just finished playing his attack
Oh,
on
okay.
you. So yeah. So when you do a counter attack, you take over someone's turn. So you took over his turn, and then after that, that's why you became defensive. He became the offensive.
Okay.
So now it's like a regular turn.
Okay.
And that is a strategy too. If you do want to take over someone's turn by counterattacking, you have to understand that you will be short 1 card the next turn. So You gotta time it right, get that rhythm down with your combos and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will do a straight blast.
So he's attacking you for 2, but if you don't block it at all, if you take the full 2 damage, then he can discard a punch from his hand to do 1 unblockable damage for each card he discards that are punches.
Okay, I don't want that.
Oh, clinch.
Clinch.
So a clinch, basically in boxing, he pretty much holds you in place. So what happens is, it can only be played when you attack, right? Your opponent cannot play any more attacks this turn unless they play a push card, or as you saw, your backstep could have prevented a clinch. So he just basically ends your attack turn.
Okay.
So now it's your attack. You draw 3.
All right.
You draw 2.
All right, let's start with a jab punch.
Let's start with a jab punch. That sounds scary. All right, so he attacks for 2. You block for 2. So do you want to counterattack? Because if you do, he's gonna have to let you because you blocked all of it.
I do.
Okay. All right. So as long as you have 1 or higher for your next attack's combo point, then you can do it.
Okay. We'll do a snapping jab punch.
So your ability, you can discard the top card from your deck to make that a 4 attack instead of a 3.
Okay.
Now, because you blocked and you countered, you get an adrenaline point for that. So now you have 4 adrenaline points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So he's attacking you for 4.
All right. I'm going to use my feint
Now you
as a defense.
as a 0 defense.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right then.
So that goes through.
Like, okay. I'm curious as to what you're doing with that, but that's interesting. Okay. So, all right, he took that. So, are you going to?
I'm going to continue with the same move.
Okay, and you're gonna get that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to defend with a cross punch.
So you're gonna use your 1 defense
Mhm.
against that 4 now. So that is you get hit with 3. Uh-oh. He's a. Well, now of course when you use your attack as a defense, you can't link it into a counter attack, just because that's like your weakest defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so actually, are you going to continue to combo?
I am.
Oh wow, okay. So you had gotten that.
There we go. With a
Spinning hook kick. All right, so you can combo there. So if this is successful, then he can discard the top 2 cards and make it 5 instead of a 3. But right now you're getting attacked for 3. You gain an adrenaline.
And it's only successful if he hits me with all 3.
Yeah, right. If you block any of it, it doesn't work.
I'm going to block 1 with
Did
a
you
bolo
drop
punch.
3?
Oh, what was that? I'm sorry.
Were you on 9? Or
Oh, he used.
I was on 9 and now I'm at 6.
okay.
Right. He also used an attack card as a defense. Okay. So that's a 6. So you are using
I'm
that.
blocking 1, so he can't make it a fully successful
Alright.
successful attack.
All right. So then you got hit for 2. Are you going to continue comboing?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
With the same move.
Oh,
Same move. So all right. 2 more attack or 3 more attack.
I have to take it.
You're down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's over.
That's right. Because of his move, you couldn't block it.
Yeah.
So that came down pretty much to the wire. You had him on the ropes down to 5, and then he came back and knocked you down.
Yeah. He was throwing it all up for the end.
Yep.
Make a final push.
All right. Well, great. Good game, guys.
There you go.
thanks for watching. If you want more information, check online at boardgamegeek.com. You can find martial arts, the card game information on there, as well as their website.